So these are my new Grey Knights, greatly inspired by Fritz's videos. Painted very freshly today, just got them on the floor to video them. So it's got courtiers with his henchmen, some multi-melter servitors in there and some bolter dudes. Second henchman squad with 3 plasma guns there in a Chimera with 2 heavy flamers. We've got 2 strike squads. So that's my first question. Should it be 1 or 2? I know you can combat squad them, but if you have 2 of them, then you can have a second Justicar with a mastercrafted demon hammer, which I'm quite a big fan of. So 1 or 2 strike squads. The benefit of having just the one would also be this second Inquisitor, who is a psyker with a force sword. So he'd go down the divination route, so he can buff one of these squads. So if this is just the one squad, then it's easier for him to buff that. Then some Terminators in the back, almost exactly the same layout, 3 swords, a hammer and a silencer. 2 Cyphelmen, I think kids call them. That's their street name. Yeah, they've obviously got the Cyphel, Strength 8 stuff, and Calidus Assassin. So she was greatly inspired by Fritz's video of she needs to come down. You need to have some interference. So that's the Grey Knight section, and their best friends forever are the guard. So I've got a huge blob squad. Again, this would be Fritz suggesting that you have a huge blob squad pushing forwards with the Grey Knight troop choices seen here pushing just behind them, which is actually the exact opposite of what I'd normally do. I'd normally have the guardsmen in smaller squads camping on objectives, and they'd inevitably die, and then these guys pushing forwards, also dying. So let's try swapping them around. And they're being held together by a Lord Commissar. This is again another new model for me. I've had him for ages, just never painted him. So I'm hoping that he can keep them together and execute the sergeants when inevitably they lose their heads. And then they are supported by a platoon squad, because they have to be, but also they've got 3 grenade launchers, and they can issue orders to the blob squad. So if by some miracle they get within 12 inches of something and none of them have died, you're looking at 120 shots, if I'm doing my maths right, which is a lot, even at strength 3 and guardsman ballistic skill. And they are supported by 3 autocannon teams. Like autocannons, they just like I love rolling more dice, so I'll prefer autocannons to las cannons, just because you get to roll twice as many dice. And finally, a Vendetta. It's just the obvious choice if you're taking guards, and also they have a little 10-man squad inside of them, because the theory is the Calidus Assassin, if she's not out assassinating someone, what she can do is she can drop down near a backfield objective that's being camped by, a small squad of guardsmen, say. She can murder them, and then this guy can swoop in, drop down my own troop choices, take that objective for myself. That's the theory. Whether it works or not, who knows. So, yeah, this is my army, and it comes to about, I think it's 1,800 points, give or take. I forget if that includes all of those guardsmen, it might not. So it's 1,800, 1,850. I'd like a 2k list, so my question is, what should I add to this? What is this army missing? And it can give or take a little bit. I can drop something here or there. This is mostly new toys that I've painted, and I'm desperate to get on the table and play with. So yeah, I'll see how those get on. So got some options over here. The Lemon Russ, obviously, one of these guys could fit into that list. That's up there because I love these tanks, and these are the 3 variants that I happen to have. So a normal Lemon Russ, an Executioner, or a Demolisher, a level 3. Another option would be a Basilisk, because why not? Also another Chimera. I've got one in that other list, so 2 could be good. They've FAQ'd that Terminators can go in these guys, so Coty as a henchman squad could buy it. They could lease it out to the Terminators with a heavy insurance premium, I'm sure, and or an Aegis line, because Aegis lines are cool. That must take, Fritz says, so maybe I should must take this. Or a Baneblade. Yeah, probably not a Baneblade. So, yeah, that's my list. That was my finger. I need another 200 points. What do you guys think? Let me know.